Final termination is inevitable. Eradicate, obliterate, annihilate.
Episode 3 of The Chase in classic Doctor Who is simultaneously the most annoying and also the most entertaining and delightful of this serial so far. In the first half, there's about 5 minutes devoted to this unfunny Alabaman man reacting to the Doctor and his companions emerging from the TARDIS. He guesses that they're from Hollywood, and they leave and depart as he's got his back turned and he's befuddled by it. And then a Dalek emerges from their own time machine, and they interrogate him temporarily. He says, "Oh yeah, the big blue box just left here," so the Daleks leave, and then he's trying to figure out how they did the trick, if you will, and other people come by and they think he's one of these loonies. But then, the second half of the episode, they land aboard a particular sailing vessel. 1872, the Mary Celeste. Initially, the Doctor's companions exit the TARDIS and wind up in a bit of a ramshackle with some of the crew. They escape. And the Daleks on the trail of the TARDIS, well, they wind up on the Mary Celeste, and, well, the Daleks are the reason why there was no one aboard when it was found. The Daleks decimating the Mary Celeste has to be one of the great moments in classic Doctor Who. Absolutely. Let's read out aloud about the directing and music for The Chase. Richard Martin was chosen to direct the serial. He was reluctant to agree, but Lambert convinced him as he had become known as the Dalek director, having directed both the Daleks and the Dalek invasion of Earth. Lambert sent the scripts to Martin on the 25th of February 1965, pleased with their action, but concerned about potential production drawbacks. She was primarily concerned with the Maya Beast and Fungoids, having struggled with creatures like the Sliver in the Dalek invasion of Earth. True. She was also unhappy about the existence of Frankenstein's monster in the story, concerned that it did not present the concept in a logical way as in previous stories, and that it showed a lack of imagination to use other fictional characters. Lambert asked Martin to keep expenses to a minimum, but recalling the overspend on his previous serial, The Web Planet, 1965, allocated a larger budget than normal. As a result, the preceding and following serials, The Space Museum and The Time Meddler, respectively, were produced with a minimal budget and little pre-filming. Despite this, Martin still believed the show was underfunded and considered it poor science fiction television. He was frustrated that he was unable to overcome production challenges to his liking. The Chase would ultimately be his final work on the show. It was also Spooner's final serial as story editor, having been offered the position of co-writer and assistant editor on The Baron, 1966 to 1967, by Nation. Spooner was eager to work on a high-quality program with expected American viewership. The serial's incidental music was composed by Dudley Simpson. Martin had originally wanted Max Harris to compose the score. To detract from the Dalek scariness, Simpson was asked to compose light music. Recording took place at Olympic Sound Studio on the 20th of April for the first 3 episodes and 23rd of April for the last 3. The score, performed by 5 musicians, conducted by Simpson, consisted of 52 cues and ran for over 25 minutes. 30 new sounds were created for the serial by Brian Hodgson of the BBC Radiophonic Workshop. The voice of the Mechanoid, performed by the voice of Daleks David Graham, was edited by Hodgson and Ray Angel. They sped up the sound, broke it up, and added a continuous note. Part 3 of The Chase, once you're after 10, 11 minutes in, the rest of it is pretty good stuff.